Alright. Today we're joined by Weezy again.
What's good?
We got he wants to show me something. We got our boy Lil Woody. Into the beginning by looking at this homie. Hold on. Let me make this smaller. Just by looking at this homie's face already, you can tell he's a character, bro. Aye. We got Lil Woody. His best moments in court. Let's go.
Cutting my shoulders.
What is 372?
Numbers.
And does the 372 correspond to the letters of DRC on the phone pad?
It could. I gotta look at it.
Wait, so let me ask you. So did he snitch?
Well, he did snitch. Then, basically, what happens in court is they basically arrest you. Then they ask you for information. Then you give them that information. Then they can build a case against someone else. But you have to say that again in court. What you said to the fucking investigator.
Oh, okay. So he snitched to the investigator.
He snitched, and then in court he started doing his stuff.
Oh shit. Okay.
So yeah, basically ruined the trial.
Okay. But like, what was your reaction when Tuck came home?
Oh, no,
Everyone was saying that like he's done for.
She was about to go back.
For what? What did he do?
He was dissing the lawyer.
Oh shit.
People like she's a liar and stuff, biggest liar. And then all his fans like found her address and stuff, threatening and stuff.
Fuck.
So they're like, yeah, he's responsible for that.
Oh shit.
The judge is like, yo, tripping.
How many years will he get for that?
He has to do his 20.
Oh fuck.
So if he fucks with this probation thing, he does 20.
Oh shit. Isn't that homie like not allowed to go to Atlanta for like 5 years or some shit?
It's a lot he's not allowed to do, bro. He's not allowed to make gang-related music.
Oh bro.
Rap about crimes and stuff.
Dude, have you heard that song, We Need All the Vibes on I Am Music? That shit goes on, bro. I wish we could play that. In the video, bro. That shit goes tough, bro.
Nah. King Spider back for real.
Bro, I was listening to that stuff in the shower and just out of nowhere, bro. Holy, the one time I gave Cardi a chance, I was not disappointed, bro. Let me not lie.
After that track, I was like, yeah, we need all the vibes.
That's I'm calling it right now. Hit of the summer, bro.
Huh?
Hit of the summer.
Hey.
We know the vibes. Unless Drake pulls out something, but like I don't think Drake's feeling himself right now. That Drake ain't feeling himself right now.
Now we need Future, bro. The streets need Future.
Nah, bro, that's hit of the summer. I'm calling it, bro. That's what I'll be bumping once we go and buy the Porsche, bro.
Shout out all the vibes.
You gotta be Pacific. Sure.
Would the two of you go out?
I go out with anybody, even you.
I'm not asking about me. Before Echo Hotel and 160.
Oh, that's what you smell good. No way.
Yo.
And is that true?
Hey, no, run that back.
Would the two of you go out?
I looked at him, I thought he just.
No, she nasty.
Oh, bro, look at this thing. She's like, the fuck?
Now I'm calling a lawyer.
And is that true or is that not true that you left her home around 5 o'clock?
If you know something about me, I don't keep up with the time or the days. I just go with the flow.
Is it your desire to release your counsel at this point in time?
She fired.
She's fired? Okay.
How old are you?
Pause, this nigga ain't for real. This is in the middle of court.
Yeah.
Wait, so is this homie good with Young Thug or not?
Huh?
Is this homie good? Like does everyone consider him a snitch, or is he like?
Bro, it's so complicated right now. Like, no one knows.
Okay, so like, do you know his stance with Thug by any chance? Has Young Thug said anything about him? Has he said anything about Young Thug? I don't keep up with this shit.
Thug hasn't said anything because he can't. And then Woody, I think he said he still has love for Thug, but he just had to do what he had to do.
Oh, okay.
Grown.
Okay, what does grown mean?
I'm an adult.
Okay. And when you say you're an adult, what number in years are you?
I plead the fifth.
Ladies and gentlemen, can I get you?
Okay, but you had the beef with Kel. Why not say it?
Bro, this nigga's eyes, bro.
No, this one's a real shooter though.
I know, bro, but still, bro, this nigga's eyes, bro. He looks like he's just blasted, bro.
This guy came baked every day to court.
For real,
You can't say some of this stuff sober, bro. How's he this comfortable in court, bro?
He's trolling, bro. This is like a whole nother level, bro. The funky thing was on like killing me. Bro, that bitch was just praising some man's up in bars at that point. I could tell, bro. I could tell.
Kel.
Cause I had to convince them. I gotta make it seem. If I say Kel shot me, they gonna how you know. How Kel know where you stay at? So I gotta come up with something to make them know. Okay, well, Tay been over here. You know what I mean? So okay, Tay. I don't know. Like,
But
listen, you keep asking me. I told you I don't know who shot at me.
when's the first time that you recall meeting Young Thug?
In the studio.
And roughly, what year are we talking about?
Before I went to jail.
Which time?
Right.
Roughly.
Well, I've been in jail most of that time, so
Did you all speak while you were in jail?
a few times.
So your friendship didn't stop just because you went to jail.
What you mean?
I said,
Did your friendship stop just because you went to jail?
Who
Or
determined when a friendship start and stop? You have to ask that again because I ain't for sure what you asked.
sure.
I'll ask you again.
This guy acts like a kid, bro.
I'm tired.
No way, bro.
While y'all were in school, did y'all develop a
It's
friendship?
the same shorty, bro.
Yeah, she had
At
to be
some
every
point in time, did
day.
you ever develop a friendship with Shannon?
Yeah.
Okay. When was that?
I don't know when, but at one point we became cool.
Okay. And when you say cool, what do you mean?
COOL.
I didn't ask you to spell it, I asked you what you mean. So you say you don't remember telling him about what happened at
But if he said that I told him that, I'm telling you right now, I told him that.
We need to do a video where we like catch up. We need to do a breakdown of the YSL thing because I have no idea what the fuck they're talking about. Also,
Oh, I forgot to tell you. So basically, this guy got caught for a body. And then they were like, look, we'll give you full immunity if you snitch on Thug. And then this guy was obviously like, he was like,
why not?
I was like, I already have my stuff. All I just need to do is be there. And I can do whatever I want, say whatever I want. And Thug was watching all of this happen. Because Thug was in the room.
Oh, he was right there.
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay. Fuck. I wouldn't be able to keep composure if like I was in this room. Not even lie to you.
That room brings out the worst in you, bro. We searching on everything, bro.
Bro, especially like when it's like a CCTV and this homie, you see homie sitting in the room with McDonald's, bro. Just know.
Hey.
So So can you start asking me what I supposed to told Detective Thorpe? Because I'm telling you now, if he said that I said anything about anything, I'm telling you, more likely I probably did.
Great. Well, I'm going to ask you about all the things that you talked to Detective Thorpe
This
about.
nigga just torturing this woman, bro.
Now, Ms. Coleman, do you have a nickname? You're smiling. Do you have
Ask me a question?
Do you have a nickname?
Yeah.
What's your nickname?
Psycho.
Okay. You never met any of his family members?
I never met none of his family members.
Okay. What about any of his girlfriends?
What you mean?
Have you ever met any of the people he ever dated?
I don't know how he seen him, but I done seen him with girls.
Okay. So you met some of the people that he may or may not have dated?
I guess. You said what now?
Tell me who you recognize in 380 Yankee.
Oh. Me and Coco.
Who's Coco?
Wait, that bitch has to type
Right
everything?
here.
The white bitch has to
Coco
type
at the
everything?
club.
You want me to be honest with you?
Holy.
I think I just did. I just told you the God and the truth of what I did from January from 2014 until 2021. Every time they got me, they already know me. They already know I got a whole bunch of bullshit to say.
I'm going to ask you to refrain from cursing.
What? Oh, sorry, everybody. No disrespect. I'm sorry about it. But
Overruled, sir. Overruled, sir.
Why did you have the gun at Dunbar Records?
He was about to crash
I
out.
just plead guilty to it.
Did you tell officers that you were trying to sell that gun, and that's why you had it at the Dunbar Recreation?
Again, I was going to jail.
Did he ever threaten you to give a name?
Nah, but he kept asking me to make me say a name, and you like how you keep asking me a question. I'm gonna say something to answer you, so you can stop asking me the same question. Why would I lie to convince them to not go to jail? But they don't know that I'm lying.
Well, they didn't let you go immediately, did they?
Sometimes they let me go.
Right. But
So when the time they let me go, I thought I was smarter than them.
did the detective say that they had to fact check what you said before they let you go?
Can you say that again?
Sure. Did the detective say that they
She
had to
tired
fact
of
check what you were telling them?
And
I feel bad
you know,
for her
some
now at this
situations-
point. Holy.
And so what benefit would it be to lie if they told you that they had to fact check it?
Oh, it wasn't no benefit because what they did was they picked and choose what they wanted to take from me, and they still left me in jail. So they came back and beat me in the butt.
Okay.
Not knowing what, or you can't see it, why can't you,
Objection, Your Honor. Ask one answer to recognize.
Overruled, sir.
why can't you recognize what's in the picture?
What you mean?
Do you not see? What do you mean when you say you don't know who?
I can't recognize the picture.
Do you see yourself in that picture?
No,
Do you not see yourself?
the picture blurry.
Do you recall telling me
That shit clear as day, bro.
details that you walked up and you tried to dap up Kel, but he did not grab your hand?
I'm not walking up there, nobody up.
Now, do you recall independently that after Thug told Kel, beef ain't over with until you pay for my window, you shot my window, that you told Kel what you told Kel?
Yes,
What do you remember telling Kel?
yes,
So you told Kel, yes?
yes.
So was that your Instagram account back in 2015?
My Instagram account is Woody vs. Woody.
I asked back in
From
2000.
back then, I think my Instagram account is the same account as it is today. Woody vs. Woody. I'm not 100% sure. I done did so much time away from society. You asking me about something I don't know. I don't know how to answer these questions. I don't really, a lot of this stuff you talking about, I've been through too much to be trying to remember certain stuff or These questions you asking me, like you discombobulated me up there. Like, you want me to lie? You want me to tell the truth? I can't tell you the truth. If you sitting here, you want? I don't know. I don't know how to answer these questions. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know what y'all got going on. Like, for real. Like, you asked me about 2015. What somebody said to the investigators. You know how many investigators tried to question me about this?
Yes, and we're going to talk about a few.
Okay, I'll give her that. I'll give her that.
She deserves that
That locked me up.
And why?
The look at his face, bro.
Cause I'm Woody.
Did you have a gun as a young robber?
I had a basketball in my hand.
You said you consider yourself 372. What was 372?
It ain't for you to know.
I'm going to ask you again, Mr. Coker, what was 372?
Someone's laughing.
Was that again?
What do you define as a game?
Mr. Copeland,
I can't answer your question if I don't know what you're talking about.
was it you and a group of people a part of 372?
And what's a group of people?
Are you married?
Nope.
Are you in a relationship?
Nope.
Right. Do you have children?
You know that.
Okay. I do, but the jury doesn't. Do you have children?
Yep.
How many?
More than one.
All right. Do you have more than 3?
I might, ain't no telling.
Okay, that's fair. Do you have 2 children?
Yep.
Now I
And
need to
how
keep this
old
comfortable
are
if I ever go to court, bro.
Children.
For real, bro. Like this is like peak
What's that?
composure right now, man. This nigga is like, this nigga is trolling in court. What the fuck am I looking at? This nigga is looking at her with such disgust, bro. As if she's a school teacher. This is the shit that I was doing in high school. Bro, if you ever see me doing this in court, bro, please just.
Bro, you're getting life.
No, just
You're
like,
getting life.
just like don't. Whatever you don't do, don't go.
If you're my co-defendant, we're getting life. If you're my co-defendant, act like this, we're getting life.
Bro,
I will be laughing.
I get up, I go,
Hold on, just this is all you hear.
just hit. That's the type of shit that would happen in court, bro.
I don't know, y'all been having me in jail so long, I can't recall.
Oh, lit.
Were you in jail on Friday? Friday too?
Yeah, I was in jail Friday.
Were you in jail on Thursday?
Thursday ain't came yet.
No, last Thursday.
I felt like it.
Okay.
What you mean?
Y'all go out?
Oh, look at the judge, bro. This guy looks so disappointed.
This nigga's looking at her like, how is he cooking you right now?
Oh.
Do you know what's crazy? What? That's
The judge got fired because of this trial.
like it's a RICO though. Like a RICO has like RICOs have like 90% conviction rate,
Yeah.
bro. So it's like fuck, bro. If Diddy gets out,
Diddy's got a RICO.
yeah, but like if Diddy gets out, bro,
Diddy might
I'm
be-
gonna lose faith in the system completely.
Let me
bro.
tell you why Diddy's not being this shit. Because it's feds. Feds don't lose.
For real, okay, yeah, that is true.
Feds
Because
don't-
like they've probably been watching him for a long time.
Because feds only
huh?
pick up the case when they know it's like, it's done.
Oh yeah, like they have so much evidence in you, like it's solid, bro.
And then they offer you so many deals as well. Unless,
no, but
that's
like,
why YB keeps getting out of jail.
yeah, but like, man, that nigga's different. That nigga's different, bro. He's different. Cause like young boy, okay, I'd rather young boy on this. Like, I mean, would you rather young boy or Diddy on the streets?
Huh?
Would you rather young boy or Diddy on the loose?
What do you mean?
Like crash out young boy or oil up Diddy on the loose?
Diddy's weird, but Diddy's got some accusations, dog.
But young boy's killing niggas, though.
All these things are gun charges, though. That was like drug shit.
No, but it's okay. We have still Diddy or young boy.
Diddy's killing people's minds, bro. Diddy. Imagine like you're new. You just got into acting. You just got into rapping or something.
Yeah.
Then you're like, yo, Diddy wants you at the party. You know, this is Diddy, bro. This is like, this is the future, you know what I'm saying? You can put me in touch with people. A lot of people are going to be at this party, whatever. You're going to meet a lot of people. Just like, welcome. Your next up. Yo, here's this drink. Grab a drink. You wake up. You wake up, you're covered in baby oil. You wake up, you covered in baby oil. That funny track is playing. I show that on the D. The D. It's Diddy. Shit. Then you go back to sleep. Cause that's what that does. Cause the baby oil was laced apparently.
The baby oil was laced, nigga. No.
Then you wake up in the next morning. Everything is hurting. No, on Diddy.
No, but Diddy. Young boys producing crash outs, bro. Like imagine all these kids listening to young boys' music, trying to be just like young boy, bro.
Me, I'd rather white be on.
Yeah, you're right.
Diddy's ruining people's minds, bro.
Okay.
Look what Orlando Brown. Look what Diddy did to Orlando Brown,
What did
bro.
you do to Orlando Brown?
Diddy had 6 to Orlando. You literally admitted it.
Oh, nigga. Now the old boy.
Haven't you seen that video?
Nigga, no.
That Diddy getting the.
Okay, but like, nigga, Adam was one who said it. Adam was like, Diddy being called Diddy is like a murderer being called Shooty or Stabby, bro. It's too out there, bro. There's no way that nigga. There's no way no one suspected him.
Look at this shit.
I mean, yo, Diddy, you gave me the ooshka smash. You gave me the ooshka smuaf, the smooth smash. Diddy, yeah, son. I mean, you gave me the ooshka smuash. I love it, yo. I love it. You gave me the ooshka smuash. I love it.
And
that ooshka smuash. You know what I'm talking about, Diddy?
No, why does he keep looking at the camera like that? What the fuck?
Yeah, I'd rather young boy. Nah, bro. Shoot my car up like in a Diddy car. I'd rather be beefing with young boy. I'd rather be beefing
with Diddy.
I'd rather beef with young boy. I'd rather be beefing with one young boy than. No.
That's well, bro. That's squish wash. What is it?
Trying to survive and stay away from the police.
Do anything else besides trying to survive and stay away from the police?
Yeah, get locked up.
Remember or do not remember?
I told you already, I don't remember. You keep asking me.
So if you don't remember, just say you do not remember. Your Honor, I'll ask.
I'll sustain the question. I'll sustain the review.
Your Honor, I'll ask. You can instruct Mr. Copeland if he does not remember, just to say he does not remember.
Mr. Copeland, just answer the question to the best of your ability, okay?
I thought I did, Judge. I told her I don't remember no conversation I had with. She trying to cross me up. She trying to say this and that when I don't told her I don't tell the police anything they wanted to hear for them to. And she keep asking me over and over.
You're gonna have to answer the question, sir, okay?
About how old you are when you took this.
That judge sounds defeated, bro. He just knew he was losing his job.
I don't know.
Do you have hair on your head when you take the picture?
What you
When
trying
you
to
took the picture?
That's real, bro.
Been bald.
And I'll be pissed off as well. Imagine being bored like that and someone asks me, is that we get here? Nah!
When I got out of prison.
So this is before you came to prison.
This is an old picture.
And that's what I need to know. Thank you very much. When you are addressing or talking about them, how do you distinguish the two little D's from each other?
What you mean?
Do you call one of them Little D from Cleveland?
If you ask me which little D I'm talking about.
And that's what I'm asking you. When you are
But you
talking
should
about
ask me that.
Mr. Copeland, which little D
Now you can tell this guy's a problem at school.
Yeah.
This one is that one kid your parents told you not to hang out with.
No, for real!
you recall telling the detective that?
I guess I don't remember what I said to him.
Do you recall?
Because at that point, yeah, put too much pressure on me, and you know what I mean. I'm just thinking because he told me. I remember him saying he want that gun. That's all I remember him kept saying. He want that gun.
And when you say putting pressure, what do you mean?
Same thing you doing to me now. You keep putting pressure on me.
Do you see Shannon in the courtroom today?
Well, I got a vision problem.
Okay.
I can't see that far.
All right. So if you want to stand up and look around the courtroom and look around the entire courtroom, tell me if you see Shannon in the courtroom today.
Please tell me he does this for like 2 minutes. Bro, I would lie. This is some shit I do. Nigga, it'll be over.
Nigga nearly falling in court is crazy, dog.
Even look at her, this bitch is so disgusted, bro. She's had enough of this, bro. Oh, bro. Enjoy it. It's done.
When you say you think you see him, what do you think he's wearing?
Look like he wearing gray over there.
So I think you point to over there that's wearing gray.
I think they got red hair.
Okay, so you pointing to a lady and not Shannon?
No, the one behind her.
Okay, so you believe that the person behind
This guy.
the lady with the red hair is Shannon? Is that what you're saying?
Look at the Lord like how he's cooking.
Okay. Does anybody else over there look like Shannon?
Nah, but this lawyer's a goat.
Okay, who's the other person who looks like Shannon over there?
What?
He's standing behind the ball head.
He beat
Oh yeah, he beat the case. He beat the case, but okay, we'll see more on the lawyer after this. We'll see more on the lawyer after this.
Brian still.
He's standing or he's sitting?
I see now, I
We
guess.
got swamp
Okay.
stories. Swamp
What's his
stories.
hairstyle?
I'll show you.
Ball head.
What?
I'll
So
show
is
you. I'll
it
show you
Shannon
after
with
this.
the bald head, or he's sitting
This
with
nigga
the
makes funny ass videos.
Bald head. I think it's him.
Okay.
Hey, two people with dreads. I can't see. I just see dreads.
Okay. And again, are you the only person sitting in that interview room when outside of investigator Gaither and outside of investigator Gaither and investigator Dennis?
Unless you don't count the ghosts that's in there with me.
Okay.
Hey, Judge.
Sir.
I'm hot. Can I take this sweat off?
Do you remember telling Detective Gaither in this January 28th interview that Thug said, nigga, I don't care about none of it. Look what y'all got going on. You still shot at me. Just pay for my window.
No.
You gonna pay for my window. Hey man, I ain't letting that go.
Yes.
Yes, you remember Thug saying that?
Doug say that?
Are you saying yes, that's what you told Detective Gaither?
I know I ain't complete school, but I think I'm speaking proper English. I told you I don't recall nothing I said to no police. You keep sitting right here asking me the same question over and over and over and over and over. I'm tired of it. I'm drained.
I'm waiting for him to crash out.
I am answering the question. You ask me, I say yes. You keep, when I say yes, you ask me the same question over and over and over and over and over.
But did you just tell the court or the jury that you're saying yes just to move the process along?
I think I said it loud and clear.
So again, will you just answer the question and we can move the process along?
You keep asking. Okay, yes.
Is that what are you answering yes
to? Your question.
Good morning, Mr.
Good morning.
You have permission to approach?
No. She's asking me that, Mr. Copeland, okay? Counsel,
do you call to this detective about what happened that Monday night at Club Crucial with you and Kel, the fight between you and Kel?
I don't recall nothing specific that me and him talk about outside of the shooting with my child. And I barely remember some of that stuff. You talking about some years ago when I don't even know what I did 3-4 days ago.
Looks like he's about to cry.
Yes, you remember telling Detective Gator that?
His eyebrows are just...
I don't remember what I done told the police.
Let me ask you this. Are you just saying yes now to speed up your question?
Most definitely. You asked me about questions that I was supposed to be asked back then that if I say something, you're going to say, oh, I might impeach him or whatever the word is you use. When I don't know, I can't answer that.
Do you recall telling your girlfriend when it was just the two of you, I did when he jumped out the car. I know exactly who I saw.
I don't. At that point, it was so much pressure on me. Yeah, I'm a daughter crying, trying to take her to the hospital. Somebody pull up on me soon. I'm trying to figure out what made me have the gun to go to the hospital. It's all type of stuff going through my mind. I don't know. Too much is going on. Yeah, I can't because she keep asking me these questions and.
I can tell he's a crush on.
Take down your testimony, so you do need to speak a little slower.
Every nerve in his body just hold himself back, bro.
Okay?
All right. There was some investigator right there talking to me, but when he looked and seen who I was,
would you want to meet this
he
guy?
called somebody.
Oh, for sure.
For sure. Not the bushes, every which way they questioned me right there. I don't know who it was they questioned.
Earlier, I asked you about whether you
I
were
want to see this nigga in
concerned
Charleston
about
in the same room.
labeled a snitch.
For real?
Do you recall?
Oh, fuck. But those things are like 2 hours long.
Detective.
Excuse me, Detective Curry.
Now I'm a detective.
I made a mistake.
Correct.
Do you recall telling Detective Gaither and Detective Dennis that she was present at the party that occurred prior to the shooting on the highway?
I don't know, I guess.
Do you remember or do you not remember?
What I'm trying to tell you is
Stop it from
our
getting the
conversation
TV.
was about something that I said in the past.
I understand. I'm asking you.
Ask that Mr. Copeland allow to finish his.
Okay, all right.
I'll tell you what.
Mr. Copeland, do you need to finish your answers?
No, I need a break, Your Honor.
Say again?
I need a break. I was sleeping.
She's laughing. We let that intern in. Intern fell asleep. Intern's laughing, man.
Welcome back to another episode of Swamp Stories. For this episode, we do something completely different. We fully cover the insane YSL indictment that just broke out. But before we get into it, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. You can also follow the Instagram page as well. So let's get into it. Just a few days ago on March 9th, one of the largest takedowns in rap history hit the news. And honestly, many people were surprised. Number one, because, Young Thug used to wear...
Whoa, whoa.
Jeffrey.
Okay, I heard all the dress stuff, but like I never knew it was to like this point. Holy.
Yeah, Thug used to wear dresses, bro.
Fuck yeah.
Don't you see that album cover?
Yeah, the album cover I knew, but like I never knew it was like to like this point. Holy. Okay. I guess I'm not black enough, bro. I've been missing out on too much.
Wait, you didn't?
Dresses and calls his friends hubby, and also because Gunna is the furthest thing from a gangster. The only thing he's knocking down is 2 Big Macs and a large Sprite. Let me explain. Fulton County is going to be the softest on crime in the whole state.
Oh shit.
I said this is why Gunna lost weight. This is why Gunna lost Sprite.
Bro, okay. Yeah, his last name is like, is his last name like Kitchens or something?
Yeah.
Oh, bro. The picture he chose too, bro.
This ain't right. This is bullying, bro.
Sprite. But honestly, I was surprised for a whole different reason. Let me explain. Fulton County is known to be the softest on crime in the whole state of Georgia. Atlanta people will tell you that DeKalb, Cobb, Gwinnett, and Clayton County are all places you want to avoid doing crime. Those are old school judges and district attorneys that will prosecute you to the fullest extent. However, Fulton County, which covers the actual city of Atlanta, is the complete opposite. It's like the San Francisco of the South, where you're locked up one day and then all of a sudden you're let go with no reason. And that reputation has really started to upset the locals. In fact, Atlanta's wealthiest neighborhood, Buckhead, has been trying to become its own city for that exact reason. It's plain and simple. Residents are fed up about criminals being let out way too soon. And that leads me to one big conclusion.
I heard Atlanta was like pretty bad, bro. Like Atlanta's like the wild, bro. Have you seen those videos of like that dude who drives around cities at night?
Yeah.
Bro, I think like the Atlanta one and the California one were like the worst ones I saw, and also like Memphis too. Like I think it was Memphis maybe. I'm not sure.
Memphis, Chicago, Philadelphia, the worst cities.
Memphis,
Chicago,
Baton Rouge, no, Chicago and Baton Rouge, bro. Like I had like
well, bro.
where like all these like where like Young and S and all those niggas are from.
Jacksonville.
Yeah, Jacksonville's Jacksonville's bad. Jacksonville's a fucking jungle, bro. Holy shit, man. I'll show you the video on like those niggas next,
change
bro.
the image of crime in Atlanta. And honestly, I can't even blame her because at the end of the day, her career is on the line. So she decided to build one of the biggest and flashiest cases in Georgia history.
They know that they have a district attorney that is seriously prosecuting gangs and criminals, and that we are sending people to jail for life and not batting an eye about it.
First of all, what is a RICO? Well, it's actually a made-up charge that began in 1970. It all started when the government got fed up with guys like John Gotti. That's because for years, they could never actually prove that he did anything. So that's when they made the new law, allowing for people to be charged simply for being at the head of an organization that commits crimes. Some people feel differently about whether this should be legal or not, but either way, it is what it is and plenty of people get serious time for it. But before we get into the video, let me
Wait. Lil Baby's case also, that's a RICO too, right?
They're trying to build one.
What's the case with him?
They're just trying to build a RICO.
Oh shit. Okay, so like he isn't in shit yet, because like I heard there's some shit going on with him, no?
Yeah, so like there was a shootout. So he did a music video at his ob's neighborhood. At his ob's place. And then they found out.
Okay.
They found out. And then they shot up the apartment where he grew up at.
Oh, okay.
And then the police was like, "That's his fault."
Oh, okay. Fucking it.
A big misconception that I've been seeing online.
Like
everyone is saying that this is a federal RICO case and they have a 99% chance of being convicted. Wrong and wrong. This is a local state-led RICO indictment which is much less powerful. The state usually throws a ton of charges, many of which they can't prove. They do this so that you
Okay, I'm sorry for pausing so much, but does this make Young Thug look like Sexy Red, bro?
A little bit, eh?
Dude, I was seeing him in this frame, bro, and I was like, wait a minute. I've seen this face before. For real. They could be like cousins and
It
shit.
usually
I believe
throws
it.
a ton of charges, many of which they can't prove. They do this so that you get scared and end up settling for a lesser charge. And secondly, in the state of Georgia, if this is taken to trial, all
Hey,
12
GSP,
jurors
bro, those
have to be
niggas, bro.
unreasonable doubt.
Don't
Now,
run
let me
from
point
those
out the
niggas.
obvious. Atlanta is an extremely prideful city in multiple ways. Just kidding. But Young Thug and Gunna are Atlanta icons, and the chances of at least one of the jurors being a fan is very high. So that was me playing devil's advocate. But now let me break down
That actually
everything
happened.
that's happened. But before
Bro,
we get
those fans in the
into it,
jury?
let me run the intro.
The juror's like, I can't do this
Oh,
because I'm a fan of Thug.
but like,
Which they don't should keep quiet.
at this, okay, but like at the same time though, like, do you think like, before we watch the video and find out like all the stuff that he's allegedly done, do you think he should be free? Do you think he should be free?
Hey man, he made beautiful Thug girls, man.
Okay, fine.
That's what the shootout. That's what the shootout is. I'll take it. So much fun. That's what another shootout or two. Come on, bro. Like, standing up. You feel me?
Nigga, horses don't stop. They keep going. You lose your life, but go keep going.
You can tell me that's not the shootout, bro. That's the shootout, bro. That's some real music, bro.
Oh, bro, that's crazy, bro.
It all started in late 2012. Jeffrey Williams, also known as Young Thug, began making a name for himself in rap. And that's when he started a gang called YSL, also known as Young Stoner Life. They originate out of Cleveland Avenue, which is a street that is split between the south side of Atlanta through the city of East Point, Georgia. Cleveland Ave is known to be one of the most dangerous streets in Atlanta behind Campbellton Road and MLK Drive. The area used to be made up of multiple public housing projects that were the poorest and most dangerous in the country. Well, that's where Young Thug was raised. However, all the projects were torn down before 2003. So many of the residents, including Young Thug, moved out to other areas. However, they still claim the area and hustle there as well. For a while now, the police have been calling the area gang infested, but that's not really true. Anyone from Atlanta will tell you that gang activity isn't exactly what it seems. Technically, there are gangs, but really, it's just groups of friends getting money and beefing with other groups of friends. However, the DA claims that YSL is part of what they call the National Bloods Gang. Apparently, this is a gang that stretches from Compton to Seattle to Detroit all the way down to Atlanta. This is definitely not true. I mean, they don't even speak the same language. And I'm really not even joking. Atlanta English is a totally different language than California English. Well, locally, the DA alleges that they associate with two gangs, SMM and 30 Deep. The only difference is that YSL is known to wear lime green rags and color coordinate with that as well. They're known to throw up L's and they say slat, meaning slime love all the time. This is a spin-off
I never
of
knew
Black,
that. Let me
which
know that. I
Bloods
never knew
used to
that.
say blood love all the time. Well, YSL is not about love at all. Instead, this is what they do. YSL is involved in street activities. Most importantly, they use their reputation, power, and territory through means of assault and threats of violence. Secondly, they earn money through armed robbery, theft, and distribution of all kinds of things. And lastly, when they get caught, they're known to intimidate witnesses. So let's get into all the events. It all started on January 25th, 2013. Let me introduce you to Young Thug's right-hand man named Trontavious Stevens, also known as Tick. This guy is a certified demon and he handles everything for Young Thug. Well, on the night of January 25th, he caught a rival named Reginald Pettis in the Summer Hill neighborhood. Bam. Reginald ended up being okay, but this took a petty rivalry to a whole new level. And around this time, Summerhill began being represented by a rapper named YFN Lucci. And after this, the back and forth would begin. However, before anything else would take place, YSL needed some tools. So Young Thug's homies would hit the streets. On June 18th, 2013, his friend Justin Cobb, also known as Doo-Wop, would run into a man named Dreyonte Johnson. Doo-Wop notices that Dreyonte has a blick in his possession, which for a normal human, that would be a sign not to try them. However, for YSL, all they see is a walking lick. So Doo-Wop walks up to him, snatches it, and runs away. Well, Dreonte called it in to report it stolen. However, they would not find it until it was later used by YSL. Well, one tool was not enough, so Young Thug had YSL go get him another one. And they ended up finding one inside the house of Ann Phillips, a suburban Atlanta resident. Well, on August 23rd, Young Thug was pulled over and searched. And that's where they found it in his glove box. You might be thinking that this is enough blickies, but not for YSL. They need more. September 11th, 2013. YSL's Walter Williams, also known as DK, enters the property of Derek Dotson. And after struggling to get what he wants, DK gets impatient. Bang. He takes everything and quickly leaves the area. He then brings it back to YSL. So after these reckless incidents, Atlanta PD started looking into YSL. The first thing they did is search the Instagram pages of all the members. And while Young Thug is blowing up with songs like Stoner and Thief in the Night, Atlanta PD is quietly building a huge case. And the main thing that caught their attention in the first place was DK's giant YSL tattoo on his forehead. He was a known menace in Atlanta, even before Young Thug was known, so this put YSL in a serious category. But still, none of this was enough to prosecute, so the madness would continue. The back and forth between YSL and YFN started getting really serious in 2015, and the first major incident occurred in January of 2015.
Gun to your head, name 5 YFN Lucci songs.
Don't do me like that. Don't do me like that.
I've never heard that nigga's music, I'm not lying.
Only
Unless
one
maybe like the one with Pierre, Every Day We Lit.
Yeah,
that's it. That's the only song I know. But like other than that, it's like fuck.
January 7th, 2015. After a day of trying on skirts and getting his toenails painted, Young Thug goes to Hertz to rent a car. And he rents a 2014 Infiniti Q50. Now objectively, this is a nice car for all of us regular humans. But a superstar rapper has no reason to get a car like that, especially in his own city. Well, Young Thug actually did have a reason, and he gave the car to his right-hand man Justin Cobb, also known as Doo-Wop. So then Doo-Wop plans to do something wicked with the car. He gets 4 fellow YSL members, Javaris Bradford, Diamante...
Why the fuck are they renting cars to go on hits?
I mean, cause like, yeah, I can rent it. I'm thinking the logic behind is I can rent it in my name, right? And then I can say
they got stolen.
Yeah, I can say someone stole it, and then like the police will just bring it back to me or something.
Yes.
Or like just take it back to the rental place or whatever. Yeah.
Yes.
Kendrick, Demise McMullen, and Shannon Stillwell. Earlier, they were notified that YFN Lucci's right-hand man Thomas is in the Castleberry Hill neighborhood. For reference, this is located right down the street from the Falcon Stadium and all of the colleges. Well, Donovan is getting his haircut when the 5 YSL men pull up. Bam! Later that day, Young Thug returned the car to Hertz, clean as a whistle, or at least that's what he thought. However, the whole time he was being tracked in his... Later that day,
beautiful bridge. Yeah, that's BC right there.
Young Thug returned the car to Hertz, clean as a whistle, or at least that's what he thought. However, the whole time he was being tracked and his phone was tapped as well. And on January 25th, he made a huge mistake. He called the leader of SMM, which is Atlanta's most notorious group, and he calls for them to join together. He said, "Sacrifices must be made. Soldiers must fall in order for the battle to be won." And that takes us to April 12th, 2015. The infamous Walter Murphy, also known as DK, is back at it again. He drives through the Summerhill neighborhood and finds 3 YFN affiliates: Dexter Montgomery, D'Angelo White, and Christian James, standing right there on the corner. Bam. Thankfully, he's Ben Simmons and everyone is okay. Well, later that month, YSL temporarily put the local issues to the side. And that takes us to a blast from the past. In 2015, Lil Wayne and Birdman were not getting along. Lil Wayne claimed that he was owed tens of millions of dollars and Birdman never paid. Well, Young Thug signed with Birdman and oddly named his 2015 album The Carter 6. He was clearly mocking Lil Wayne's classic series of albums. But the beef wasn't really Young Thug's to to deal with in the first place. The only thing he had against Lil Wayne is that when he went to go shake his hand, Lil Wayne denied him twice. But for Young Thug, that's enough to set off a beef. April 26, 2015.
Honestly, for me, same case. It is. If a nigga refuses to dab me up, bro, and like we have no beef, it's like damn. Now we have beef. Now we have beef.
See what happened, bro. This goes.
YSL is all over it. YSL's Jimmy Myrick, also known as Pee Wee, has bad intentions for Lil Wayne to say the least. So he follows Lil Wayne's tour bus all the way from the airport to Cobb County. And that's when he found the perfect opportunity. Bang! Lil Wayne was okay, but this incident shook everyone in the rap community. Just days later, Pee Wee went down for it and got sentenced to 8 years.
Manny Aurora believes his client, Jimmy Winfrey, could have beaten most of the 27 charges in the indictment, but the prosecutorial mood against gangs and gang members in Cobb County is tough.
During the case, his ties to YSL and Young Thug were revealed, and he was officially classified as a YSL member. Well, just 2 days later, YSL's Demetrius Garlington would go on a GTA rampage. April 28th, 2015,
Holy.
4 a.m.
Demetrius
drives to Adele Avenue to the home of a rival.
Yeah, bro, all these niggas called like Jaquavius.
Have you seen Quavo's name?
Yeah, Jaquavius, right?
No, it's
Quavius. I knew Future's name. No. What's it called?
Demetrius.
Dude, I knew someone called The Barge before, bro. And like and then there's African variations like Dorcas or Demagracious or something.
9-year-old grandmother Denise Bell woke up with injuries.
Huh?
Zimbabwe.
What? Give me one.
Ikias leaves and heads to another address. He pulls up to the Crystal Cascade apartment. Bang. A 25-year-old woman named Carlisa Kirkpatrick woke up with injuries. Well, you'd think that YSL would have shame and guilt, but nope. 4 days later, he posted to Instagram bragging about it. And the recklessness would continue for YSL. July 7th, 2015. Young Thug heads to the Perimeter Mall in Dunwoody, Georgia. This is a usually quiet and peaceful mall, the opposite of Lenox. Wait, if you guys think that Lenox is bad, go to the mall in Panthersville. It's called the Gallery at South DeKalb. Anyways, Young Thug was asked to leave the mall and then he refused and threatened the security officer. However, all charges were later dropped. So Young Thug kept moving around Atlanta doing whatever he wants. Well, over the next couple of years, Young Thug began having one of his friends rap, Sergio Kitchens. Now, Sergio doesn't have a street history, and he grew up in a suburb called Fairburn, Georgia. He also lived in Sandy Springs as well. Both of these are very, very safe suburbs. However, he and Young Thug would get in trouble on September 24th, 2017. Both were pulled over and searched, and in the car they found stolen weapons dating back to 2013. Man, what is with YSL and stealing blicks? Can't they just go down to Chinatown, or does Atlanta not? No, they probably don't have that. Well, Sergio, whose rap name is Gunna, ended up wiggling his way out of these charges. Later that year, they were pulled over again. And of course, they found more stolen weapons in the car. However, in Fulton County, you always seem to just get released. And that takes us to February 23rd, 2019. This is the most important date in the entire story. So let me introduce you to YSL's two youngest members. 17-year-old Damone Blaylock, also known as Bali, and 15-year-old Rodalius Ryan, also known as Lil Rod. These guys were vetted since their early years to handle business for the YSL empire, and they are as heartless as it gets. And on the night of February 23rd, they were sent on a mission. The plan is to find 15-year-old Jakari Holmes, while Bali and Lil Rod drive around his neighborhood of Southeast Atlanta. Then they spot him in his blue Dodge Challenger.
What the fuck?
Okay, first of all, where are these kids' parents?
Oh yeah, with the
Second of all, how is he driving a Dodge
I'm assuming
Charger?
that like they're like all in gangs, right? So like they're making money.
And lastly, why is Young Thug having kids handle his business? What is going on in Atlanta?
That is flawed.
At first, the police had no clues. That would change 2 days later when they went to Instagram dissing YFN in their captions. And that's when they found everything they needed. Both were sent to Atlanta's juvenile hall. Well, the beef kept heating up after all the social media disses from YSL. And it only got worse when Diamante Kendrick, also known as Yak Gotti, stood on top of YFN Lucci's car and posted it on Instagram. And check out YFN
Oh, that's crazy.
And Atlanta police was having a field day. They just kept scrolling through the profiles and screenshotting everything they can. So let's fast forward. YFN Lucci ends up going down, but that doesn't mean that YSL is done with him. So that's when Young Thug orders a major hit. He contacts the infamous Demikion Garlington. And for those who don't remember, this is the guy who loves destroying plywood on grandmothers' homes. February 9th, 2022. Demikion pokes up YFN Lucci multiple times on the yard. Well, for the time being, YFN Lucci stayed solid and Demikion was later released. But this is really bad news because Demikion on the streets is a recipe for disaster. And he didn't waste any time. March 14th, 2022. A 23-year-old YFN member, Shimel Drinks, is sitting in his car under the I-20 overpass. Somehow the infamous Demikion gets his location and pulls up. Bam! And this was the final straw for Atlanta police. Although the official indictment only shows about 6 to 7 bodies, the prosecution says that they can prove 50 more. Yes, you heard that correctly. 50 bodies, all administered by a 140-pound dude who wears skirts and paints his nails. So boom, let's talk about this. The internet says the Young Thug is worth $8 million. Well, I probably think it's much higher than that. But either way, what is wrong with people? Please help me understand. Why does he have to do all this? And same goes for Lucci. Why can't they just get money and be happy? And unfortunately, more bad news would come on the night of May 13th, 2022. YSL rapper Lil Keed was found in his apartment and later was pronounced dead. Some rumors say that it was an invasion and others say that it was self-inflicted, but we will learn more as the days come. But what do you guys think about the whole situation? And that's gonna do it for this episode.
That is wild. That is wild, bro. I wasn't caught up with the story, so at least now I know a little bit. Just now I know a little bit, man. Holy. And then there's Memphis. This Memphis video is long as fuck. That's just how you know. That's just how you know Memphis is back. But yo, thank you so much to Swamp Stories. Make sure you guys check out Swamp Stories for these videos, man. That video is funny as hell.
This real gang.
This in the city, bro. This nigga doesn't give a fuck. But yeah, thank you for watching. It's been Bosco and Weezy.
Yeah.
Until next time, you guys have a good one. Peace.